Alright, welcome back everyone. We are here for the final match of the first Arc 5 tournament, which is going to be Hokuto from the LSD school versus Michio, the professional chef from Season 1 of Arc 5. You're just joining us now. Quick rundown. Hokuto runs Constellas. He always has, don't know why. The three Leo Jewel School kids all run dual terminal decks, so yeah. Michio in the anime runs Recipe Pals, or Food Pals, whatever they're called. Especially because I have no idea what they're called in English either. And this, he runs the closest thing to it, which is Madolches, because they are dessert based. In the previous round, we saw Masumi with her Geminites get eliminated, and Yuto with a trap monster deck that was based on Dark Rebellion Dragon get eliminated. Hello. And here we go. Okay, so I've already spoken about it a bit in the previous episodes. Every era of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've given certain signatures. In this one, everyone gets 2 copies of Supply Squad, or at least 1, and whatever else their deck. Well, I think it's Supply Squad, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Wall of Disruption. So we're opening with Pleiades. Probably the card that has been winning Hokuto most of his matches the entire tournament. Probably the best Constella card. Ptolemy is fine and all, but like Ptolemy's got nothing on Pleiades. Okay. No idea what's about to happen, if I'm being honest with you. Ptolemy 7. If I'm being honest, I think between the two of them, Hokuto probably has the advantage overall. I think he's got, I would say more consistent, because Madolche is plenty consistent. And they both have pretty similar levels of deck, like, card removal from the field. Madolches just take a lot more setup to get going than Constellas do. Constellas at a push need a continuous spell card, whereas Madolche normally need a continuous spell card, a field spell card, and the ability to actually get their loop going. Pot of Greed. Yeah, what's this? Okay. I'm pretty sure that Michio just loses here, but I could be wrong. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I gave just desserts to Michio for the meme. I found something really funny about a chef who primarily makes desserts running the spell, the trap card just desserts. It amuses me. Cool that he actually drew it. I don't think he's drawn that this entire tournament, so. I'm gonna let Michio go second so that he has more of a chance to set up with the extra card draw. In case you don't know, the finals are always best 3 of 5. So Michio's got 3 games in a row to win in order to get this. Then we will grab Hokuto. And off we go. I'm being honest, I'm kind of surprised that Hokuto won out of the LSD students. Wait, no, LDS. I've been calling them LSD this entire thing. Kind of a waste to see out, but hey ho. On the other hand, Michio has opened very strong. Good for him this time around. But OJ cards are kind of cute, not gonna lie. And we are immediately seeing Pleiades again. Miss Gelato. Oh, does Mr. Gelato miss timing there? I've learned something kind of new. I wish I could give a better like commentary here, but it's mostly just Constellar doing Constellar things. They build Pleiades, they bounce the opponent's stuff, and when Pleiades is out of materials, they got the Ptolemy 7. Unfortunately, Madolce is coming from the back here. If he's got a monster in hand, then he can very easily just win it. You know, I think he just wins it anyway, yeah. Oh! Okay, Torrential Tribute came in clutch there. It's still possible that... Nah, okay. Michio did buy himself a turn there, and that is 2 Pleiades down. I think Hokuto's got 1 left in his deck. Messenger Gelato, get Ticket. Yeah. And the loop, like, the actual... The thing that makes Madolce strong is now alive. Every time a monster of theirs is destroyed, it's going to go back to hand thanks to the field spell card, and then Ticket will give them another search, so they'll just be able to build up resources and eventually start popping off. On the other hand, Constella has got nothing really set up on the field yet. And then, yep. And Michio comes from the back and wins that one. So on to round 3. Hokuto had success going second, so I'm going to guess that he chooses to go second here. If you didn't watch the last one, we had Yuto versus Hokuto, and it still makes me giggle. Yuto Hokuto. Yeah, I think by this point I've burnt through all the stuff I can really say about Arc 5, other than, like, I absolutely adored the music. I maintain it's some of the best music in the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've had a lot of really random characters, and I'm still trying to think about, like, who can I add to the Arc 5 list. I might see if this game has the later Legendary Fisherman, but I don't think it does. I think it's just got the base one. So I don't think I can put in the random Fisher dude who's vaguely Mako's descendant. Which brings up, with all the other characters that we had, like, making cameo appearances in Arc 5. Like, we had Asta from GX, Jack from 5Ds, Alexis... Who else did we have? Kaito, Crow. I'm missing some. My point was that we had literally no one cameo from the original series. And, like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't just have Mako cameo as himself playing an updated Legendary Fisherman deck. Like, why not? Food went down the wrong way. Okay. Really? I would have thought you'd go Angelic Hoop Cakes and then... Oh well. Angelic Hoot Cake is normally the combo that, like, gets the core loop of the game going. Double Messenger Gelato. And Pudding Sis. Will the Messenger Gelatos... No, the Messenger Gelatos don't proc. Is that because they missed timing, or... Does this negate their on-summon effects? Is the question. Ooh. And now you've got so many Madolches in the grave that it's kind of hard for you to make an easy comeback. I am anxious for Michio here. Like, you don't have enough life points to have this many dead turns in a row. When your opponent throws away an instant fusion for the one-card draw, you feel it. Alright, is Hokuto just going to throw out Play This out of the blue? Not this turn, but I think he is next turn. Unless he's got the spell card that increases his... Yeah, he's got Twinkle. Which I think means that Hokuto gets 2 wins and we go to game 4. Okay, no, he didn't use Pleiades to bounce the Messenger Gelato. Ooh. And he loses the Pleiades to damage. Maybe Michio takes this. Either way, we're going to game 4, but... Luckily, he can just Xyz summon, and then he can bounce some of those continuous spell cards and kind of cut Hokuto's draw power out. Plus, he's nearly returned all the Messenger Gelatos from the grave now. There we go. Out comes Pleiades. Which will also net him a draw from, oh god, what is this card called? Star Chart! Okay. I don't know why he keeps aiming for the trap cards. I know the trap cards have kind of been what's screwing him over, but I wouldn't say that they're like the high value targets you want out of... Yeah. Huh. Oh, I'm gonna guess that Messenger Gelato needs there to be no Madolche monsters in the grave to... I should just look this stuff up, really. Right. So no matter what, you're getting through that Pleiades. And you're gonna take the win, so we go to game 4. And Michio only needs the 1 extra win now. There we go. On to game 4. Game 4. Again, I'm gonna let Hokuto go second here. I'm not actually sure if that is the correct play, but I Feels like the move. So if Hokuto wins this, we get to go to the first game 5 I've done. Which, yeah, would be pretty cool, but... You know, I'm not holding my breath. Beautiful day outside. Now I am at my computer. It's a bit too early for Somber, unfortunately. I always found Constella's such a weird deck back in the day. I had a couple of friends, especially on DME, who absolutely adored playing Constellas. I might send them this video. We'll see. But I always found them a really weird deck just because of, like, how many variable levels they had. Hey, we get to go to Game 5! Awesome! But yeah, because you could almost make an entire deck with just level 3 Constellas, an entire deck with just level 4 Constellas, and an entire deck out of just level 5 ones. Admittedly, the level 5 ones can't really be easily summoned to the board, but you get the point. I always just found them a weird deck because of that. And they don't really feel the most cohesive if you're mixing all the different levels into one deck. But you kind of have to be really picky and choosy over what, like, specific cards you want. Yeah. On to Hokuto. I will say, though, I still maintain, I think Pleiades was way too strong for its era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And also a bit too generic. I think it would have been fine if Pleiades was only usable in Constella, but because it's just a generic light level 5, well, rank 5, it was a bit too strong, because you could very easily tech in Galaxy Knight into pretty much any deck that had light monsters in it. Oh, okay, he's just opened with both the Dolce ticket and Chateau. That is incredibly good for him. That is rough for Hokuto. As well as the lack of level 4 in hand to summon there. Why did that, though? Hoot cakes? Hoot cake! The funny little owl thing. This is rough for Hokuto here. First game 5 I've ever done. I'm hoping he can pull it back a bit. Nothing else, he can pull out Ptolemy 7. But, you know, 2,700 attack points is better than what he's been rocking. That's Gelato, gets popped, Shuto, puts it to hand, ticket adds a card. This is kind of rough for Hokuto. Pudding Sis drops. Why not? Double Pudding Sis is really rough. But he does hit Destiny Draw here. Yep. And to be honest, he's not actually too far behind right now. Chaos, Instant Fusion. So that's a Pleiades. Part of the issue that we've had is that the AI doesn't know to bounce pudding sets back to hand when it's swinging into it. Like, there he should have bounced pudding sets and gone to the swing. Or here, he could do it there. No. He is hoping that face down is Wall of Disruption. Nah, it's not Wall of Disruption. Ah, dang it, Hokuto. We finally got a game 5. Michio takes the win. He is the champion of Arc 5, apparently. So yeah, I guess short and sweet one. To be honest, this entire tournament was really, really short and sweet. Starting next week, though, we get to do the Champions Bracket, where I'm going to bring in the top 8 from each one of the previous tournaments I've done. So about 40 duelists. Is that right? Hold on. Yeah, no, 40. 5 tournaments, top 8, yeah. And then we'll have the full power versions, so that should be a bit more of a longer tournament. Just to tie myself over right now, and because I'm not feeling ready to put the game away right now. How do I do a bonus duel? So I'm gonna break my own rule here. If you watched the first tournament, the DM tournament, you know that I've got these mystery decks here. These are meant to be the final boss decks of each era. Or at least like something to that measure. And we'll put Michio up against it because he is the champion. The idea is that if someone gets a sweep in the final round, 3 wins, no losses, I get to put them up against one of the final bosses. Because Arc 5 was such a short tournament, I'm gonna forego that, and we're gonna go watch Michio versus the Wicked God. Spelled that way for God of Destruction, because I am a Dragon Ball Z nerd. First and foremost, I'm a Dragon Ball nerd. I will say that ideally this would be Zark, but this game is well before Zark was revealed, let alone conceptualized. And I'm not going to spoil what is actually in the deck, just in case we get to see it. Leon. Actually a pretty decently sized hand. And then you're going to bounce the monsters. Why spin Foolish Burial? You could just spin the monsters attached to it and let it be destroyed. You don't have to deal with it anymore. The Madolchi monsters also just have fun names to say once you figure out how to say them. Do you have a level 7 in your graveyard? Michio didn't attack, so I'm gonna take that as a yes he does. Ugh. Always punished. Never winning. That's a good game. Yeah, Michio's taking round 1. Ironically. Alright, Michio gets round 1. Round 2. Ugh. Let's see if this goes any better than last time for Yuya. Well, yeah, Yuya. Why only send the one? I'm still confused by the AI only sending the one. I mean, cool, yes, the one dragon to the drop there. Godmodo. Not sure what he said. Not 100% sure what's going on. Fruit cake, which will return. Oh, it was new fuel. Oh no, that's gonna be Ticket. Oh no, Chateau. I feel like Ticket's stronger, but I could be wrong. But now he's just gonna spin away the Future Fusion and the monster, whatever it was. This is a really bad matchup for the deck, actually. I think Michio's just gonna run it over. Okay, he got Future Fusion again. Can't tell you if that's lucky or not at this point. I don't think it is. The Decoy Dragon's luckier, but Michio can... Oh no, Michio can't, because he's got no Madolches in grave right now. He doesn't even have any Madolche cards in grave right now. So we get to see 5 God Dragon. FGD. Four, 5. My counting's probably annoying people, but deal with it. Just desserts. Does he even have any level 7s in his graveyard anymore, or did he just spin? Did he just return all of his level 7s and up for that pot of Avarice? Brought Michio down to exactly 4,000. Gelato gets Ticket. What happens now is my question. Yeah, he didn't. He... Alright, so the AI completely threw that by just returning every single one of the level 7 and higher dragons. Michio still gets it, so yeah, Michio is the de facto winner of the entire Arc 5 thing. We didn't get to see him, but the Wicked God deck uses the Wicked God cards. Hopefully we get to see that in the future. It's kind of a stand-in for Zark right now. Uses a Dragon Fusion engine that can also go into a Dragon Synchro engine. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm a little bit sad that we didn't really get to see it, but that's the way it happens, I guess. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out. Next week, we'll probably have a much better time, because we're going to be seeing all sorts of decks from all the different eras. We're going to be looking at all the top 8 duelists from each one of the tournaments so far. Trying to think if there's anyone we should be super excited for. We also get to see all the full power decks I've made. So we'll get to see Yami Yugi rocking a Dark Magician Turbo deck using Eye of Timaeus and Knight's Title. We'll get to see Judai using his Masked Heroes. We'll also get to see Assault Mode Stardust Dragon, which should be a lot of fun. Well, Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. All sorts of goodies. Yeah. Till next time. Bye, guys.